Alright, so we have implemented our SignalR server side stuff, and then on client we just set it up and used it on home view model. We have these two things I have opened in emulator and physical device. So in physical device and in emulator, let's see. In this, I am logged in with Mr. Broccoli, and in this emulator, I am logged in with Abhay Prince. Let's try to do something. On home page, on home page. This is Mr. Broccoli. Yes, this post belongs to Mr. Broccoli. And from this right section, if I, let's say, like, you see this thing, we immediately got this thing here. That means this notification worked. Now, is this side also I got this thing, right? There is a problem. It should not be like this. We need to handle this case. So it is showing notification on both, because in home view model we are saying is there notification true always, but this should not be the case. We need to use this DTO to figure out if the DTO dot for user ID is equals the current logged in user ID. So do we have something for current user? Here we don't have anything yet. Let's have our auth service injected here. Auth service. Auth service. Then here, when we are showing this notification generation, we'll say dto.for user ID equals auth service dot user dot ID. If these are same, then only we should set this. If that's not the case, we are going to ignore it. Okay, save it. So this is one case which will be handled. Then after this, let's check other things. So on home page, from this Abhay, we have testing pull to refresh functionality. Let's try to edit this post. So I'll say, oh, this is some other user. This Abhay Prince. This is the one. Fairyland, Fairyland. If I click on comment emulator, edit this post. Let's change this text to a Fairyland updated. This side user is updated. This changed automatically. This is working. Same thing let's try to do from here to here. We have this Mr. Broccoli. This thing. Now this post is updated. That's why this is on the top. We have this Fairyland updated. Sorry. This test post from Mr. Broccoli. Let's click on it here on physical device. Let's try to edit this by adding a photo. Let's add some photo. Pick from device. Post. We edit it. We added this post here, but it did not get updated on the right side. Close this. We'll refresh it here. It is working. So this thing is not working. That means updation is not working. Post update is not working. Now let's try, what if I delete this post, then would it work? If I am here from Mr. Broccoli and I delete this post, yes, error occurred. Deletion is not working for this post. Okay, we need to handle these errors. We'll see. Right now I am in non-debugging mode. I was just testing out, and let's see what is happening here, why the things changes are not working. Let's see the API logs if we can see something. Yes, we have something. Here it says DB update exception. An error occurred while saving this entity. See the inner exception. FK notification post ID. The conflict occurred in database social MAUI DB.notification column post ID. Okay. Okay. So when we are trying to delete it, but we are referencing this from notifications table, don't we have it nullable in entity as well? In API, data, entity, notification, we have post ID as nullable. But did we set this in our data context? We set bookmarks, we set likes, comments, notifications, we set just for user. We need to do the same thing for post ID. Post ID notification has one post ID, I mean post with many notifications and this thing. Save everything. Let's select the API project. Go to the package manager console. Default project should be API project. API project. Then we'll say add migration, add uh, post ID referential. Let's delete behavior. Delete behavior. This name is up to you. So we'll add the migration. Add underscore migration, not add migration. Add hyphen migration. Startup project should be API. Default project should be API. Build succeeded, and let's see what it added. Drop foreign key, this thing, and add foreign key with this restrict action. So we are good. This is what we want. All right. Close this. Now it should work. Let's run the API. See, we have dev tunnel selected. Restart API. And no need in mobile app side. Right. So let's try if it works without changing anything here. Refresh. Got the data. We got the data here. Why it is taking time? So let's create a new post, or maybe let's try to delete this post only. Try to delete it again. Delete. Yes. Again we have same error, and why? Let's try this time. Do we still get that error? We have some error. What is that error now? Again post ID, div on a column post ID. We changed this notification, this thing sets foreign key values to null, which is fine. It should set to null. Hmm. Maybe let's stop everything and restart everything. Close this. So let's first start the API, and then in one of the application we'll run in debug mode so that we can see if things are working. Debugger is there or not. API MAUI. Let's have Android emulator. So here we'll say not debugging. And in my physical device, I'm going to run it in debugging mode. All right. Emulator. our physical device. Mr. Broccoli. First, let's see. Now, if I remove this, the thing is happening for both of the sides because this right side is Abhay Prince. If I save this thing, we see notification is here. That means it went through. And a similar kind of thing if we'll do for post of the this Mr. Broccoli, we'll do this. So here we should see yes, notification came through. Now let's try updating this post. Update again. So I change the text. Update again. We can see this. Now from right side, we are here Fairyland updated. Let's try to update it again. Edit. We'll say update from emulator. I post. You can see update from emulator. So these things are working. That means notification went through, but post update notification is going. What if we actually change the status? That didn't work previously, right? So let's say in left side, we are here, open this, edit this post, delete this photo, post, it updated. On right side, that photo got removed. Here also we have this updated thing. So these things are working. The notifications are going through for all these things. So like save, post update, but post delete, we were trying post delete, right? So let's try it again. This is, I guess the problem is with the EF core. Again, something is not right. An error occurred while saving the entity changes. What am I missing here? Same entity framework error. Delete statement conflict with the reference constraint. FK notification post ID. First thing is why it is saying delete. Or did we do something wrong? Delete statement. We should have been using the soft delete, right? Service, post service, delete post. Oh, we actually removed it. But still we should be able to handle these things, the mappings and the IDs and all. DBA notification column post ID. So looks like this thing. This didn't went through the. Let's do this. Maybe there is some conflict. I will. Maybe the new migration did not run. What I'll do, I'll delete the notification table from the database and then we are going to add one more migration. Here what we can do, let's do this. Let's comment this notification related stuff, not comment, just notification. Then from here also let's comment this notification. In post service we have the save notification, right? So for now let's comment this out. So we commented out all the notification related stuff. Now let's try to generate add a new migration. It should create a migration with deletion of notification. Let's try. Remove notification. Oh, it will not work. The startup project is MAUI project. It should have been API project only. Default is API, but startup is this one. So let's wait for it to cancel because we are We can't do anything right now. We need to wait. It will try hard to build it, then it will fail. Then we'll set this startup project to API and all right. API, default project is API. Let's do this now. Add migration, migration successful. We can see drop table. All right, so it is dropping the table. Let's run this migration quickly. So we'll say update database. You don't have to do any of these because right now we are just trying to do these things. When you will have this thing, you will already have the updated migration, so you don't need to do these things. All right, now we are good. We run this migration. Now we'll uncomment notification related stuff, uncomment this and uncomment this thing, save everything, package manager console, and add a new migration, add notifications. We have create table notification, then these primary key, foreign key, etc. Create index, save it. Let's update database from here only. You when you will run API, it will automatically update this database, but because we are doing this, so we are okay with doing this. All right, everything is fine. Let's run the API again. Then the emulator app is already running. No need to change anything here. Oh, we need to change. We need to rerun this app. So for that, what we'll do, we'll restart the app. So MAUI, let's open the Android emulator and restart the app. Then I'm going to run the app on physical device. Directly this start in debugging mode. Okay, emulator, we have this. Let's quickly select the physical device, run it. App is loading. Let's select the first one, delete, yes, and we see post deleted notification here. And from right side, if you see, that post is no longer here. That means things are working. So the problem was the existing migration already ran, and that's why we had that problem. So when you will do the things, then you will already have all these things. All right, now for testing this notification foreign key related stuff, that's why we kept this remove. But right now what we'll do, we will soft delete. We will not do this. So here we'll say post dot is deleted equals true, right? And then we'll say context dot post dot update this post. This is what we'll do. Okay, soft delete, save it, and now we should be good. All right, so basic notification on home page are working. Now let's move to the next page. Next page is going to be the detail page. On detail page we see what we will change. Before that we have one more thing, right? That user photo change. That also let's quickly test. So for example, this Abhay user, this Abhay user, we have it here. What if user goes to the profile page, try to modify the image, pick from device, and let's say this T, accept. So Oh, there is some problem. We did something incorrect. So on right side, we are good. These photo URLs have been changed successfully, but in left side, this is not the thing. We missed something. Instead of modifying the user photo, we modified this photo URL, which is not right. So let's go to home view model. Home view model with the post changed. We have no, not post changed, user photo changed. So we'll say post dot user photo URL equals gto dot photo URL. It should be like this. But we saw that the notification came and UI reacted accordingly. Okay. And this thing also on profile page, let's fix this thing as well. So we'll do the same thing we have done for these images. So we'll quickly go to any of the template. We'll grab that clip, image clip. We'll go to the profile page. So pages, profile page, and the main image. We have user.photo. This is the main image. So here we'll have this clip geometry. Now here this border is of 70 by 70. Now this image, we are going to have a challenge now. Challenge is going to be inside this we need to set this image somehow. Let's do this. For this image we'll say height request as it was 70. Let's have 10 space from top bottom, so 60, and width request also at 60. Save it, and we are here. So 60 by 60. Is this getting updated? No. Let's say 80. Oh, will not, because we are in non-debugging mode here. All right, save it. Now because this is 60, so we'll start from 30, 30, and we'll have radius x and radius y as 30, 30 to make it the perfect perfect circle. Save it. All right, so we can try it out now, but yeah, we can start this, and we did that also, so it's better to start both actually. Stop and run the app in physical device. Here also I'm opening in non-debugging mode now. All right, then let's select the emulator. Start. Here we can see this, you see the teacup and all these things are fine now. Emulator side, let's wait for it to deploy on emulator. Okay, it is here. We'll quickly see. Go to profile page. Here we can see this now. Let's try to change it. Let's say I'm selecting strawberry. Accept. Left side, if you see, it got updated. This one, and this one, and here also it got updated. And on this list, it got updated. So that means these real-time updates on home view model are working. We tested all right. Changing the user photo, generating notification, then deleting a post, and updating a post. We tested out all four. So that means on home view model, we are good. Close other tabs. We'll just have home view model here, nothing else. Now let's move to the second view model. From home, we'll go to detail page. Let's move to detail page. View models, details, view model. First thing we need to inject our real-time update service. Real-time update service. Let's have private read-only field here with underscore prefixed. And then from home view model, we can actually copy these. We don't need notification. We need post changed. We need post deleted. We need user photo changed. We need these three: post changed, post deleted, user photo changed. On detail page, we need these three. At the very bottom, we'll have these methods. Then we need one more method here, that will be comment added. So private void on comment added. This will get comment DTO as a parameter. Now here we will check if the DTO dot post ID equals this current post ID. That means post dot post ID. If that's the case, then only we'll handle it, else we will not handle it. Let's fix the other methods. So on post changed, here we know the current post is already post. So we can simply check if post.id equals this post.post ID which we got the notification for. Then what we'll do, we'll simply say post.content equals post lowercase post.content, and then the post.photo URL equals lowercase post.photo URL. That's all. We can remove this. Then on post deleted, if this post got deleted, so we'll simply check if post.id post.post ID which we have on this current page, if this is equals post ID, that means this current page we deleted this post. So here what we'll do, first thing we'll show toast async. So we'll say post deleted or post no longer exists, and then we'll simply await navigate async. We'll go to the back page, previous page. So navigate back async method. All right. Now on user photo changed, we'll quickly see if post in, now not in post, we have only single post, right? So we'll check if post dot user ID, not post dot user. Yeah, should we check? Yes. Post dot user ID equals DTO dot user ID. If that's the case, we'll say post dot user photo URL equals DTO dot photo URL. And then on this screen, we are going to have comments as well. So we'll modify this photo URL in comments as well if we have in comments. Then we'll simply say for each var comment in comments. Okay. Then we'll say if comment, or let's do this, comments dot where c dot user ID equals DTO dot user ID. Then we'll say comment dot user photo URL equals DTO dot photo URL. Alright, then we have on comment added. So we have a comments collection. First we'll check that this comment was added to this post only. Then we have comments. If we'll do this comments dot add DTO, then what would happen? It will append the new comment to the very end. But what we want it to add at the very beginning. So what we'll do, the thing which we are doing when we are adding a comment here, add comment async, we'll do the same thing. So this thing we will do. Now let's copy this, paste it here. What we are doing, we are saying comments equals this DTO as the first element, and whatever comments we had, we are appending those. And then we are explicitly telling the framework that this comments collection has been changed. You need to pre-render or trigger the UI updates for this. Now there is going to be one problem with this. When we are adding a new comment, We will add this comment, we'll update the UI. Then from the API side, we'll trigger SignalR notification. It will come here and it will again add this new comment. So we will have the duplicate comment when we'll add a new comment. So what we can do, when we are adding the comment, at that time we can simply skip this operation. Here I'll say no need to add newly added comment here. No need to add newly added comment here, as a SignalR notification will be sent to this page and it will add this new comment to the UI. Okay, so we are good with this. We have post changed, we have on post deleted, user photo updated, and comment added. Now from home view model, we have this configure real-time updates method. Let's have this method here also. And we'll have this on comment added. We'll say on comment added, add comment added handler. Save it. And we are good with details view model as well. Now first thing, let's add all these things at all the pages. Then we'll see what we need to do. Then we'll test it out basically. Let's go to the after details page. We have our profile page, right? On login and registration page, we don't need to do anything. On our create post page, we don't need to do anything. Then we have our crop photo page. There also we don't need to do anything. So just profile view model is remaining. Let's inject our real-time update service. Real-time update service. Oh, on details view model, we have used this configure real-time updates, but we didn't call it, right? We should call it from here, from the constructor. Call it. All right. Profile view model. We have this real-time updates now. Real-time update service. Here also, we will copy the things. Let's say from details view model. Let's copy these post changed, post deleted, user photo change, comment added, everything. We'll copy, then we'll filter out. We'll paste. Now here, we need post change here. We need post deleted here. Do we need user photo changed? Yes. Do we need comment edit? No. We'll get rid of comment edit, but we'll have post changed, post deleted, user photo changed. But we are on the detail page itself. We are in our application only. And yeah, we can have multiple devices logged in with my same user ID. Then these will make sense. If that is not the case, then these things do not make sense. Same thing goes with user photo changed. So here is the thing. If we are allowing same user login at multiple devices, then these things make sense here. If that is not the case, we can get rid of all of these things, because post cannot be changed by someone else. It will be changed by this user only. Let's work on this. Let's do this. Comment edit is not here, but all these things are here. Okay, on details view model as well, we need to change this home view model to details view model. Details view model. Details view model, details view model, details view model, because these are the unique keys we are using. On profile view model, we'll use profile view model. Profile view model. Save. Now let's see on post changed. So here we'll say this post has been changed. We'll see if this post is there on the UI right now. And on UI, right now, we have two collections. One is my posts and one is bookmark posts. So we'll loop through both of these. So we'll say for each var p in, let's say, my posts dot where, we'll find this post actually. So we'll say p dot post id equals post dot id. If that's the case, we'll say p dot content equals post dot content, and p dot photo url equals post dot photo url. Right, this is the same thing we need to do. Let's copy this, paste it one more time, and this time we'll say bookmark post. Save it. Now we are good. Next thing is post deleted. If this post got deleted, we'll again do the same thing. We don't need these loops actually, because post will be, can only be once in the post collection, right? Same thing goes with post deleted. Then we have user photo changed. For user photo changed, we need to have these two loops. So I'll cut from here. I'll come here, user photo changed. Save, we'll fix this. So for post changed, we'll simply say var my post equals, we'll have this my post dot first or default. We'll say p dot post id equals post dot id. If this is the case, if my post is not equals null, then we'll say my post dot content equals dto dot this post dot content, post dot content, and my post dot photo url equals post dot photo url. You can check first if you want to see if this is changed. This is also one case. Now let me copy this thing, paste it. Here we'll say bookmark post, bookmarked, and here we'll check for bookmark posts. Then simply check bookmark, bookmark, bookmarked like this. On post change is this. With post deleted, we'll have something similar. We'll check my post. If this is inside my posts, here we already have this post id. So we'll check against post id. And if this post exists in our my post collection, we'll remove it from here. So we'll say my post dot remove my post. And from bookmarks, we'll say my post, sorry, not my post, bookmark post dot remove bookmark. All right. Why this is async? We don't need this as async. All right. If post deleted, we'll do this. Then we have on user photo changed. Here we'll have this loop. So we'll say dto dot post id. We'll check against this. If we have multiple things here, so for my posts, we are doing this thing already when we are changing the photo. So if you see, we are changing the photo, so this thing we are already doing with my posts. At the same time we can do for bookmark as well if you want, but it's up to you. If you explicitly want to do this twice, then it is also your call. If we are doing this, if you want to do this once, we can simply comment this section out here, okay, and just do here only. So we'll say dto dot, oh, not, sorry, my bad, not post. Will, for my post we are going to update in each and everything. Here we just need to check if dto dot user id equals current user id. So we have user dot id, right? If this is the case, then we'll do this. We'll loop through all my posts without any condition, and we'll change user photo url. So p dot user photo url, we'll say dto dot photo url, dto dot photo url. Yeah, Now for bookmarked post, bookmark can have different things. So for bookmark, we'll say var p in bookmark post where p dot user id equals dto dot user id, and this for is should be outside of this if condition. Because for my posts, we will check if this is current user only, but for other things, we'll check for entire complete bookmark post history. Here we'll say this thing p dot user photo url equals this. We have these things. Now on this one, do we need to do anything else? Yes. Or should we? I think we are good. Apart from this, we have notification generated, and for that we are not doing anything. Alright, so this is also fine now. Profile details home view model. After this, we have other things. Login, register, save post. We don't need real-time notification there, so we should be good now. All these real-time notifications should work. Now there is one thing which I want to show you. When we are not on the particular page, how these configure real-time updates are working. If we are configuring these things, we are adding the handlers to these dictionaries, and whenever there is any notification for this one, it will again going to loop through all the actions, even if that home view model is not on the screen right now. So what we should do, we should remove all these handlers if we are not on that screen right now. So for example, for home view model, if we are not on the home page right now, we should remove these handlers, and then when we come back to this home view model, at that time we should re-enable these. Okay, so for this, what we can have, how would we know that right now we are on the screen or not? For that, we need to go to our pages. For example, when we go to the home page, code behind, here we have override on appearing method, and we have override on disappearing method. When we come to the screen, then this event is going to be raised. When we are going out of this home page to any other page, then this is going to be invoked. So here we'll say configure real time updates, configure SignalR real time updates. Let's call this. And on disappearing, we'll say remove real time updates handlers, real time update handlers. Okay, so configuring SignalR real time updates, we know because on home view model, let's make a private read only field here. We have configure, not configure, underscore home view model dot configure. Why it is not coming? Because we have it as private, so let's make it public. So here we'll say configure real-time updates. Now we can get rid of this call from our constructor, because now there is no point of having it in constructor, because we are calling it from on appearing on page, so it will be there. Now from this on disappearing, we need to remove this handler. For this, we can create a method in home view model dot say remove handlers, which we don't have, but we have one method for this in a real-time update service. If you remember, we added this method at the very end. We have this public void remove handlers method. We are going to call this method from all the view models. It's better to have this in the base post view model. Here we have, let's go to the base view model. Base view model. Here we are going to have a method. Uh, we are going to have a method here, but then we will need to pass through the real-time update service here. Okay, let's do this. In home view model, sorry, not home view model, in homepage.xaml.cs, we are going to inject our real-time update service as well. But because this is singleton registration, so we are okay that this is going to be the same instance which is already there. So in on disappearing, what we'll do, we'll say real-time update service dot remove handlers. The key is going to be home view model, name of home view model. With this, we are good. Now we'll simply copy these two methods, go to the details page. Where is the detail page? Detail page, post. Here we are going to have these methods. Save. Then profile page will fix these errors. Profile page. Here also we are going to have these two methods. Alright. First thing, this is not home view model. So we are going to have profile view model here. Let's go profile view model. So here we'll use profile view model, and we are using real-time update service. So this we need to inject real-time real-time update service. Let's have a field with underscore real-time update service, and this configure real-time updates method, this is private, so we'll make it public in all view models. So in details view model as well, we'll make this public method. Save. And we are okay if this is getting called multiple times, because in our these methods we are actually using this type of key assignment. So for the first time it will add, for subsequent times it will simply modify the existing handler. So we are good with this. Then where were we were in profile page. So we did this. Now let's go to post details page. Here we have details view model, create an assign field, details view model. We'll use this details view model here, and then we'll inject our real-time update service. Real-time update service, the field. We are good. We'll change the remove handlers to details view model here, details view model, and on profile page remove handler should be profile view model. Save everything and we should be good now. We all these changes are in UI side only, right? Let's quickly try out all these things. So let's first start the app on emulator. Then I'll start on the physical device, and both of these are going to be in non-debug mode. Alright, so I have app running on both of the devices. Let's first check. I am going to the details page of this first, and then on detail page on the second, and here we can try adding a new comment. Okay, from here if I'm adding a new comment from emulator, I do this, save it. Here you see new comment from emulator, we can see this. And now if I do this, replied from physical device, if I do this, here we can see replied from physical device with Mr. Broccoli, and here also this got added. So we can see comments are in real time. Then let's try to modify the text. Again, updating from emulator, posted, and here we can see again updating from emulator. So on left side we can see this in update, right side we are okay. So that means notifications on detail page are also working. Now what next? Next should be that profile page, right? Let's try. Go to profile page. My post, I don't have any post. I have bookmark post from Abhay Prince. Okay, so I am here. Here also I have this abhay prince. What if I update this again? Edit, let's say updating from profile page. Now here this in my physical device this should get updated. I say post and we can see this post. That means it got updated. So on profile page as well, the updates are working. Here we have this user photo. Let's try this one as well. So to this we'll go edit photo, pick from device, say this bird, accept, updated. And here also if you see on left side we have this bookmark and here also this post is updated. So that means all the notifications are working on all page. We checked on home page, we checked on file page, we checked on details page, everywhere these are working. Let's see one more thing I want to show you. If I am on bookmark post, because I added this to bookmark, that's why this post is here. Now if I remove this from here, you see I removed it from here, it will not be here. This is fairyland, this butterfly image. If I go to my post, come back to bookmark post, then also we have it because this is not reloading. Now on this right side, if I say this thing in bookmark, if I remove this from bookmark, now there is no post in bookmark here. Add this in bookmark, go to here, we have this. If I remove this from here, it should get removed from here. The moment I unselect it, it should get removed from here, but it is not happening. Why it is not happening? Because we didn't do anything for this one. For this we don't have real-time updates. We have real-time updates just for the poster of this. When I say poster, that means uh, let's go to the home page on both of these. So on left I am logged in with Mr. Broccoli, which don't have any post yet, but on right side I am logged in with Abhay Prince. So this is the Abhay Prince. If I uncheck or check, we can see this, we get this notification here. So these notifications are working, but if I am on that page, from there this post is not getting removed from details from profile page. So we can quickly work on that thing as well. So we'll have profile view model and we'll remove everything else. So close other tabs. We just have profile view model. On this thing we need to know when the toggle bookmark action has been performed. Okay, we need to get to know about that thing. How would we know that action is in base post view model? All right, toggle bookmark async, that action is here. So somehow we need to know when this is getting called, and after that we need to call something on profile view model. So for this we can have multiple approaches. We can use the same partial method approach, or we can have one more thing. Here we can add our hook methods we can create. For example, for this toggle bookmarks we are using this, so we can say protected virtual void, and we can say uh, on toggle bookmark async. Okay, and we can have post model post here. It is not doing anything, but we can hook this method from here. So here we have toggle bookmark async method. After performing everything, if everything was successful, then we'll simply call this method by providing this post as a parameter. Right now, default case, it will not do anything because this method does not have any body. But then what we'll do, we'll go to profile view model. Here, we are going to override that method on toggle bookmark post async. Here, we can simply check if post dot is bookmarked is false. That means we unchecked, we removed that post from save as bookmark. We removed that. So we came here, we'll check, okay, this is this case. Then we'll check if we have that post in our bookmarked post collection. And, or maybe we can check this thing first. We'll say var bookmarked post, or let's call it current post, equals, we'll say bookmark post dot first dot default. We'll say p dot post id equals post dot id, post id. Then we'll check if this current post is not equals null. That means this post is there in our bookmarked list. Then we'll check if we unchecked it. Okay. If we unchecked it, then we want to remove this post from this bookmark post collection. So we'll say bookmark post dot remove current post. Save it, and now we should be good. Save everything. Let's quickly try it out on any one device. Now we don't need two different devices for this. We are okay with one device. Physical device only. We'll test it out. Let's add a couple of posts. Now go to the profile page. Go to the bookmark post. Here we have all these. So this first one, if I remove this from here, you see that post got removed from here. I'm unchecking this, and this should get removed from here. And check this potato one. If I do this, this is going to be removed because now that post is not in the user's bookmark list. That should not be here. So with this, I guess all our real-time updates related stuff are working. Everything is working now. Now there is only one screen. This notification screen is remaining. Apart from this, we have achieved everything. These notifications will work on next.